Hi, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you how I drafted a few simple Pentagon and Decagon blocks using electric quilt. So I'm going to start with a block, new block, and I'm going to do a patch draw block. And for this, I'm going to actually be working in the pieced patch draw. Because it's based on a circle, we can do divisions that will more easily make either a pentagon or another size shape. So I'm going to start here by creating 5 spokes. And I think 4 rings is probably sufficient to start. And for a basic regular pentagon, which it means would be a 5-sided shape with all the sides being the same, I'm going to use my polydraw tool, and I'm just going to do a single click, and I'm just going to follow that one full circle all the way around. And so single clicks, and when I get back to the beginning shape, I double click. And then I can color it, and I have my pentagon. Now, I wanted to show you one that could be a little bit more complex. And so let's assume I wanted to change this into a 10-sided shape. I'm going to change the number of spokes to 10, and for this point here, or I need to actually have it and then move it up to this point. Now if I use the shape tool and I double click, it will add a node in the middle of my shapes here. And now when I click and move this, it's going to snap out to the circle. And so I have very easily created a decagon. And I can color that as well and add it to my sketchbook. Now for the next one, I want to use the decagon shape, but include some piecing in it. And so for this one, I'm going to actually bring the rings up to 10. And that's going to give me a few more divisions to work with. And I'm going to start in the center. And I'm going to go up to the 6th ring, over to that point on my decagon. I want to stay at the 6th ring and then double click back at the center. Now for the next shape, I'm going to start up at that point up on the outer edge, follow that first line, go to this point that is actually 2 over. And so those are going to be the 2 basic pieces for my next unit. So I'm going to now take that big outer one, I'm going to right click and just convert it to guides, because I am going to end up filling that whole shape. Now I can use the pick tool. I'm just going to drag a box over those 2 shapes, and I'm going to clone, and I'm going to rotate it twice. Move it in shape. Clone. And so when I've got that done, I can go ahead and add that to the sketchbook as well. Thanks so much for watching. For additional tips and techniques, please subscribe to my weekly newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com.